You want to build your custom dream home here in Asheville, North Carolina, but you missed your chance to go to Parade of Homes this year and you missed your chance to talk to local builders. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you top best custom home builders here in Asheville, North Carolina and what they have to offer. And so the first property we are looking at is built by Buchanan Construction.
Hi, I'm Roger Gardner. I'm with Buchanan Construction.
Thank you so much. So tell us a little bit more about what is Buchanan Construction. What do you do?
Okay, I'm a project manager. We are a design build company. We build custom homes in the greater Asheville area. We cover several counties, Buncombe, Yancey, 150-mile radius.
Around Asheville.
Around Asheville,
okay.
Yep. I'm a project manager, construction manager, so I kind of handle the construction part of everything as the home gets built.
Okay, and this home is a custom home. It is not for sale. Correct. Can you share a little bit more about, the process? Of course, you got to pick your lot, or maybe work with your team right away in picking the lot, but then a lot of people ask us, what would be the price per square foot? What is the going rate? I know it's a loaded question.
That is a loaded question, and it really depends on what options a customer picks, and also things like what the lot looks like, because some lots that are flat,
right,
which are very uncommon in the mountains, but some of the lots are flat, take less money to get ready. This lot here was particularly steep, and this house is designed to fit this lot.
Okay. So foundation up, what would be the minimum? What's the absolute minimum somebody can expect? I
would probably figure in about the $400,000 to $500,000 range per foot, and that could, based on options and things, could climb north of $1,500.
Right. The more bells and whistles you want in your house, you're not comparing apples to apples when you're looking at some homes, because you might look at the same square footage, but what the house has, what kind of finishes it has, what you pick, and how many probably change of orders they do.
Yeah. Change orders are, they do tend to drive the price up, because it really seems, it's hard to pick everything out from the beginning and finish a house start to finish. So client always likes to make changes during the build. And it's their house. Right. They need to get what they want. Would you like to go inside and take a look?
Yes, I cannot wait. That is a beautiful, very modern, very clean lines home.
It is very modern. One of the aspects of modern home, which we find that most clients like, is perhaps the thin casing around the windows. It's only like a couple inches. Okay. It's kind of a modern technique that we use a lot. And
of course, all the light fixtures,
all the lighting package,
the style of the home, things like this massive fireplace, not super traditional.
Right.
Choice of materials
very
here. Okay.
And of course, the small TV is even
tiny
TV. Yep. Makes it even more modern.
Right. And of course, I know a lot of people, including myself, are dreaming about custom home because they think that it's going to be their dream home, their perfect home. They're going to have everything they want in the home. And, this idea always changes. It changes 2 weeks from, you might build a house. So what else outside of custom home building does Buchanan Construction do?
Well, a lot of times we start out with a custom home, and we get that custom home completed, and then a lot of times we get callbacks in a year or 2 years that says, hey, we'd like to redo our home. And Buchanan gets a lot of those callbacks.
Really?
Yeah, so we'll come back in and do a major renovation, even add on, redo a kitchen. It's really just unlimited. A lot of times when we build for a client, they're our client for life. They keep coming back.
Yeah, and I know I know this because I went to some of those homes that were part of Parade of Homes in previous years, that it wasn't just a renovation job on newer homes a year or two from now, from whenever they were built, but you take sometimes older homes and make them completely, bring them, to life.
Yep, we sure do. We've got a full restoration part of our team that handles that sort of thing, and we even do homes that are, as you mentioned, very old, that have even Victorian style things that we have to adhere to based on that date. So we get involved in those as well. There's pretty significant need for those.
And that was my next question. What kind of styles of homes do you like building, or do you have a preference as a company, or is it completely up to the, to your clients?
It is really up to the client. We will, we like to help them envision their dream. And by doing the design build process, that allows us to do that. We have modern homes like this one. We also have the Southern Living Idea home that we did a few years ago.
Yes, I remember that.
That's kind of a modern farmhouse, very, very popular.
Very different from this.
It is. So we really just listen to the client, and they'll come to us with a lot of inspiration pictures and that sort of thing. And that's the starting point, and we try to hone in on that.
So true custom home builder.
True custom.
So keep building your Pinterest board, and then when you're ready to move to the area, or maybe you already live in the Asheville area, you know where to go if you want to either build your custom home from scratch or flip your existing home, or maybe you have eyes on an older home that needs, upgrading, updating, and a total flip. Buchanan Construction can do it all for you. And this property even has its own elevator. Check this out. So anything you have on your wish list, they can put to life. Super excited to introduce you to this next builder and the property that they created here in the mountains that was actually featured in House Beautiful magazine, and that is...
Hi, I'm Sean Sullivan with Livingstone Design Build.
And Laura Sullivan with Ideology Interiors and Design.
Welcome to the Casa Bonita.
Let's go inside. So the exciting part about this property and Livingstone Design and Build is that it's not only been featured in House Beautiful magazine, but it is up for grabs. This property is for sale, but it does not look like your typical spec home. It is nothing but your typical spec home. How did you come up with this idea? I mean, this house is jam-packed with all kinds of amazing interior design ideas and exterior, the floor plan, everything.
Well, Lena, this is not a typical spec home because we don't build spec homes, we build custom homes. So every home we build as if it was a custom home that we would want to live in. So we knew that we wanted this to be a design-rich home. It just so happened that House Beautiful magazine approached us as we were at the beginning stages of designing it, and so it kind of evolved from there.
So with that in mind, what do custom home buyers expect in their homes these days?
What we're seeing these days with custom home buyers is a desire for oversized kitchens, oversized islands, butler's pantry, or what we also call a dirty kitchen, and flexible spaces. And for instance, in this home, we have a couple different spaces that could be used for different purposes depending on the buyer's needs.
So office, reading room, that kind of thing.
Okay.
At the Sullivan family of companies, one thing that separates us is that we're vertically integrated. So we design, we build, and then we furnish our projects. We work with our clients hand in hand through pre-construction services and then into construction, and then even through preventative maintenance after construction to make sure that our clients have no regrets.
Awesome.
And we also furnish our projects, and all the furnishings in this home are from our sister company, ℂ𝕊𝕉𝕁.
Exactly.
So outside the fact that somebody can build a house with you, you will completely design it from inside, outside, furnish it. People can actually go into your store and buy furniture for their existing home or for their project. They don't have to, build to be able to go and buy something.
Yes, exactly.
And it's all custom furniture?
We have both. We have some that is stock off the floor, and then we also do anything custom.
Okay.
And we have non-toxic and no toxicity furniture options as well.
And when it comes to a home like this, what is so special about this property and pretty much every other property that you build?
So all of our homes are certified.
Okay.
Every home is certified Energy Star and certified NC Greenbelt. Most of our homes, including this one, have a third certification, which is Net Zero Ready, and a fourth certification, which is Indoor Air Plus.
Okay.
This house also has a fifth certification, which is Wellness Within Your Walls, and that goes 10 layers deep into the air quality and overall sustainability for the health of the occupants.
So 5 certifications on this property that is for sale here in the Asheville area. So what is trending these days, or what kind of trends are you seeing come back in custom home building process?
From the design perspective, we are seeing a lot more rich, warm colors come back, which is wonderful because it's more nurturing when you're in the space. We're also seeing a lot of natural materials, textures, patterns. When they play together, it makes things much more interesting and, you know, of course, like a higher end style aesthetic.
Right.
I would add one more thing, the aging in place with multi-generational living is becoming very popular.
Really, which is not very, you know, it's more like a European tradition that used to be, but it's coming here in the United States as well.
Yes, it is, yep.
That's good to hear. All right, well, thank you so much. Appreciate your time, and we appreciate opportunity to feature this beautiful home.
Looking forward to it, thank you.
Thank you.
Brandon Bryant with Red Tree Builders, ℂ𝕠𝕟 here in Asheville, North Carolina, is presenting us this beautiful property, and I am excited to show it to you.
Welcome to the perch.
So Brandon, what Red Tree Builders ℂ𝕠𝕟 is known for? What do you do?
So we're known for a custom home builder, very much focused on healthy living. It's really focused on indoor air quality, taking care of our clients, and very much specific to that client, to the land. We listen to the land about what it's telling us to build. And we're just built a little different. We call it like Rebel Luxury. We're just a little funky, just kind of like Asheville is. So we're not that traditional builder that's going to show up in the polo and all tight. We're going to listen to people. We're going to listen to what nature's telling us and really focus on just building that pure custom home with a great experience.
What areas do you cover?
Yeah, that's a great question. Of course, Asheville, but we go all the way up into Burnsville, Waynesville, and then currently right now we're hitting into Hendersonville, Transylvania, even Tryon. We've been down in Lake Lure, and God bless, we'll hopefully get that lake going back again.
Yeah.
But that's our whole territory. We'd say like 1 hour within Asheville.
Okay, so Brandon, custom home builders these days, are they going for more of timeless, traditional design, or lean towards trendy ideas and design elements?
Yeah, so as a custom home builder, we're meeting people where they are. I wouldn't say that we're following trends. I think there was a modern farmhouse trend with some shiplap that was happening 5-10 years ago. I don't know the last time we've done shiplap. But what we're really meeting people are people wanting a house that feels like a home, doesn't feel like a museum, but we're doing a lot of minimalist, more modern architecture. And then this house is a prime example of that. But there's a lot of family heirlooms, furnitures that they wanted to bring. So
like this one?
Like this one, perfect example back here that's met with new furniture with a marble top here. So we have an interior design firm, Gina with RT Design, is able to just really meet people before we actually even start building. So we can design around that. We can give the flow and the function. So she says she wants the house to function, but also be beautiful at the same time, but be a house that you can live in. One of the things that we're seeing a lot in house plans design, and this is just really starting to be taken off. People are moving here, they live here for the outdoors. It's Asheville, right? It's not just the homes. You could live in a home anywhere. And a lot of traditional designs is decks just built off the back of it to capture the views. What you're going to find with this house, and what we're really trying to do is in our design, meeting with the client, looking at the land, working with the architect, is prime example. This, we'll call it a three-season room, is built to be part of the square footage of the home. We've got a dining room table right here. We've got this nice little comfort spot, then take stairs down to a fire pit. So this can be a space that can be used almost 12 months out of the year.
Right.
It's part of the square footage, not heated. So this is a very efficient house plan, but all of a sudden it just feels like it's part of it. And like, I know from the client's experience, they've spent more time right here than they have in there, because I want to naturally just come out here. So that's what I'm seeing from a design of home plans.
Okay.
You can't find that kind of plan without working with an architect. Like, you're not finding it on the internet. And it really is integrating this as part of the house.
So Brendan, what's trending? What's new? What do you see as far as smart homes go? I know it's probably on the rise, or more people are interested in those kind of features. What do you see?
Yeah, I'm seeing in every technology, something has smart home feature, right? And what actually is. What I'm seeing and what we're excited about integrating is the blinds, it's the lighting control, and it's all automated. It is the ability for you to wake up with that rhythm of just waking up with daylight, and the lights treat you that way, and the blinds come at a certain amount, and then it starts coming down at night. The ability of what we can do with light fixtures is fantastic. Of course, there's the appliances that had that. I didn't find that clients really cared about that. The app to open your garage door is one of the #1 hits. I use it every day to open and close my garage door. I can let my dog out that way. So there's certain things we've seen. Here's what I really see where it's going. In this house, it's got all sorts of sensors built into it. And those sensors are automated. So if I have the kitchen, they're cooking and didn't turn on the vent hood, it'll pick up those VOCs. Or a shower picks up humidity, it'll turn on a fan and it'll run for the appropriate time. So it's really more lighting, the sensors, it's all about automated control. So I'm not having to pull out my phone to do it, because it would be just that much easier to turn the oven on with my hands than me pull out my phone and do it. But it's the automation that's just doing it behind the scenes.
My favorite, I think, that I would be personally excited about most is turning off the lights, because I'm tired of reminding everyone in my house to turn off the lights.
Yeah. Wouldn't you just love it where it just naturally just knows, and it actually, the light color changes as it goes through the day.
Okay.
There's so many more studies about what light does to us as humans, and we learned a lot through COVID because we were in homes and all that. But that whole rhythm from artificial light feeling more natural, that's where we're going.
All right, awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
If you're thinking about buying or selling or investing in the Asheville area, reach out to me and my team. Our contact information is down in the description. If you have any questions about these builders, reach out to us.